One.
In the Sunshine State, we have the most expensive national championship ever between a team that has never been there. Hailing from Bloomington, Indiana. Well, we're used to seeing a team wearing crimson in this game. We've never seen Indiana in this game. They're going to be making their debut. Lots of fans traveling for this once-in-a-lifetime chance for their fans. On the other side, we have the historic bad boys of the sport, the Miami Hurricanes, who are searching for their first title since 2001. Two underdogs heading into the season. In their home season, the U is back and playing for a national title. When the sun rises again in South Florida, we will have one team that can call themselves the best in the country. We're off the dome, and this is our national championship pregame. I'm Brady Taylor, alongside
Noah Smith.
Aaron Jolly.
Brandon Brito.
Akhil Agarwal.
and this is our national championship pregame. Let's go right into it.
Beautiful.
Great
intro.
intro,
Brady there. I love this.
I mean, there's not much to be said. Most of the time, when we're filming one of these podcasts, we got to ask ourselves, like, what's the first game we're going to be covering? Typically, it's a South Florida, Memphis game, one of those two teams. But now we have the two nation's best teams competing against each other. Anybody want to start with their prediction?
What more can you ask for, honestly?
No.
We missed last week, so I
Yeah.
think we should go over, just for our fans who, we're missing our coverage a little bit, that semifinal game. Miami, we saw them take down Ole Miss in a crazy game. I was on the edge of my seat that whole entire
insane.
Yeah, it
time.
was nuts game.
Mark Fletcher, another good game. Carson Beck was going off. Trinidad Chambliss, I know
Crap
you're
load.
high on him, did his best but couldn't end up getting it done. And the Pete Golding era gone just as soon as it started. It seems.
No, he's on a contract.
Unless they can do something
Yeah.
next year. But that was Ole Miss's best chance that they're going to get, I
Yeah.
think, for a very long time.
We also, looking at the other side of this game, from the Indiana perspective, I actually never had a chance to make a rant after the Rose Bowl that I was in attendance at. It was like 90-10 Indiana fans. So, I stuck out like a thumb. Wasn't really fun. Even though both teams were wearing crimson, you couldn't really tell. But, I mean, what can I say? Alabama just got dominated. Like, there's nothing. And they've been dominated.
This goes back to Kurt Signetti and his opening press conference right when he got hired by Indiana. When he said, "I win, Google me." And then the next quote from the Pat McAfee show where he says that, he's not just beating top 25 teams, he's beating the living crap out of them. And he's shown that all year. And, people were skeptical going into the playoffs. They're, a little bit of an easier schedule, but then they came in and they, whooped Indiana. And, they're cruising, whooped Oregon.
Yeah.
Now they're cruising to the national title game.
I mean, it's funny to see the contrast between Signetti and Mendoza. Signetti's all like mafia, mobster, so nonchalant. And then Mendoza wins, and he's just like, "Oh my God, I'm so happy that we won. We're on to the national championship, yay!"
The Hoosiers are flipping champs.
Yeah, exactly. So chalant, but it works so well. And we saw that they were able to pick apart that Oregon defense. My national championship pick down the drain. Dante Moore, not the quarterback that I thought he was at one point. I still think he's a top 5 draft pick, but
Didn't want to play for the Jets.
he's not going to be a draft
Did
pick.
not want to play for the Jets.
He's returning next year, and for sure they're going to be the championship favorite with him coming back. But let's go into the picks. I mean, big-time picks coming up. The last game of the season before we get into college basketball a little bit more. We got two good sides. Indiana been keeping it steady all year, doing enough to win. Miami, what the hell is going on here? How are they in the championship? Like, what alternate reality are we living in where Carson Beck gets to play in the national championship after having not went to school or done any classes for over 2 years?
Isn't he 27? Or is he
He's
25?
like 25.
He's older than Drake May, who's in the AFC Championship right now, which is crazy. In my mind.
Look at you, always trying to bend
Oh, you want to talk, buddy. You put Alabama in the intro. But all right.
What's that underneath your shirt, buddy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what do you
let's look
underneath
that
the
up.
shirt? What's that crimson going on
I see
under
a
there?
little bit of red.
That's not
Indiana.
Indiana, is it? That's
He's wearing the
Indiana
Bama shirt. Get it in the frame. He's wearing the Bama
For
shirt.
those that are wondering, I flew up here. I had a lot of clothes, and I have a lot of crimson clothes, and I just went to New York for the weekend. So I only brought like crimson stuff because like that's all I had. But we're back.
I'm just confused as to why you're wearing 2 T-shirts, but we'll leave that for another time. I'm not
he
sure.
needs the undershirt just in case he gets sweaty talking about this intense matchup.
All right. Who wants to start?
Just go around the horn.
Brennan, do you want to
I
start?
guess we can start with my boy
I would
Brady.
love to start. I will say, not much of a fan of Indiana. They kind of destroyed my last pick. I genuinely,
Me neither, brother. Me
I
neither.
genuinely
The Brady
thought
relates to
that their Cinderella run would be over before, like, honestly, like the semifinals.
Wow.
But like,
Yeah, you said Ohio State
I
was
thought
dog
Ohio State was gonna walk them, and well,
They got
they got walked. They got walked. So I'm not gonna switch over yet. I still am gonna take Miami here. Believe it or not, I will be taking Miami.
I mean, okay, don't. Ooh, you're about to take Miami too as an
Yeah.
Alabama. He's like, you just showed us your shirt. No, I think it's hard to go against the fact that all the backs for Indiana are averaging, I want to say like 8 yards or something like 8 yards a carry. They can run a screen almost every play, and there's not much even the best defenses can do, like you said against Oregon, to stop it. I just don't see a way that Cristobal's put together an amazing season for that Miami team, but I do think that Indiana will absolutely dominate Miami today. I don't think it's going to be a close game.
Wow.
We gotta.
So 2 very different points of view here. We got Miami heavy and Indiana heavy. Let's see, Brady.
I want to hear this.
I think at the end of the day, everybody knows these are without a doubt the 2 teams with the best line of scrimmages in all of football. I mean, on one side, you got Ruben Bain and Akeem Mesidor being coached by Jason Taylor. Seeing them warm up is like, it's going to be that Alabama wide receiver picture of them in a few years. And then,
Here we go again.
Bro, all right.
And then how can I incorporate Alabama into this?
All right, just let me make it there. All right. Then on the other side, you got a very experienced offensive line with the average age on Indiana's 23. These guys have been there before. They've done it on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. And then, I think talent-wise, I like Miami's line of scrimmage more. Francis Young.
Yeah, Maui Noah,
he's good. And then, obviously Bain and Mesidor. But I think the difference in this game is going to be the skill players. I personally, I like Malachi Toney a lot more than any of the wide receivers. Bryce Fitzgerald's a great DB. Overall, I think that there's much more talent on Miami. So, for that reason, give me the U.
Yeah, just that reason.
Yeah,
Just
let's all act surprised.
Not that undershirt.
What undershirt?
I think he's doing it by heart, not by.
I don't know.
not
Listen,
by the brain.
I see where he's coming from. I think if you look at, like you said, the skill players, but also the quarterbacks, we just meant like Beck is 25 years old, right? And Mendoza, with having such talented running backs and wide receivers, is, in my opinion, hot take, I think he's overrated.
Me too.
I don't think he's the Heisman winner that he should have been. I think Trambless has had a better year and is the more talented player. I think Mendoza just has more talent around him. But I still think that I don't know where you're getting, the Miami pick from. Well, I'll give it to you.
I keep my receipts. You'll see after the game.
I guess we'll see. Brady, I got to go a separate route from you, man. We've been saying the same thing about Indiana all year. The other team has more skill players. The other team is more talented. We know that doesn't matter anymore, especially in the college football playoffs. Cignetti has these boys playing fundamental football. They're playing the right way, and they're beating teams because they're smarter than them, not because they have the better players. Sure, they have great skill players. They have Omar Cooper. They have Charlie Becker, who I think will score tonight, mark my words. But the reason they're getting it done is because Mendoza comes up big in the big moments. He has the biggest EPA, the largest EPA of any quarterback in the whole entire National Football League. That means he extends plays. He makes things happen when you don't think that they're going to happen. And yes, Miami, they do say defense wins championships. I think Miami gets the edge here defensively. Ruben Bain, absolute monster. And we know what they've done to these really powerful offenses all of the playoffs. But at the end of the day, I just don't see a world where Cristobal can out-coach Curt Cignetti after everything that we've seen this year. Everything we've seen from Mendoza and everything we've seen from Cignetti. I think the Indiana team is too proven. They're too good to lose in this big game.
I mean, they did beat Alabama.
Yeah.
we got to throw that in there.
They
right?
did-
Like
right,
they
they-
smoked
They
Alabama,
smoked Alabama.
and then they smoked Oregon. Like it,
Oregon, in my opinion, would beat Miami if it was head-to-head.
and Oregon would also beat Alabama.
Whoa.
Right?
Everybody in the CFP would beat Alabama, including Jacksonville,
Including
State.
Syracuse.
Including
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Including Ricky Collins.
But yeah, I'm going with Indiana by 10 or 15. I think Miami goes off to a hot start. It's always good if you have a good running back. You can establish it. You can go up early, but Indiana will find a way. Charlie Becker touchdown, mark my words.
All right. I guess I don't know. I think Indiana's proven that they've been the dominant force all year. Sure, Iowa put up a close fight against them. They only won by like 3, but you can't just count that one game. You have to look also like at the playoffs, how they whooped Alabama as well. And even
they really did whoop Alabama.
Even like when they played Oregon, they were up by I don't know how much. I just remember seeing Mendoza dot after dot after dot. All the guy had to do is just stick his hand out. It would be placed right into his hands, proving perfect best not best, just the best quarterback in the league, Heisman winner, everything. So I'll pick Indiana.
All right, so we have 2 Miami picks, 3 Indiana picks. Indiana gets the off the dome stamp of approval, but if they win, I know at least one person is going to be happy. All right,
The other one might be asleep.
Question: who are y'all predicting is going to be the MVP for the game?
I think you have to almost do that based on who wins.
Yeah.
Like if Indiana wins, I don't see a world it's not Mendoza.
I mean,
I really don't. I think if they win, he's going to have a good enough of a game to justify winning the MVP. He'll have the Heisman, the MVP, the national championship title, and the MVP. I think he gets all 3.
I'm taking Mark Fletcher Jr. I think he's really stepped up in these playoffs. Him and Malachi Toney. I think it'll be either of them. I mean, do we really think that Carson Beck's capable of winning the national championship game?
I think he is. I think Carson Beck is capable. I think
he is. He absolutely is.
He could
bigger,
end
stronger.
up getting out game planned, and he could struggle in this game. But he's more than capable. I mean, he's had 10 years to figure this out. It feels like, at least in college football, and he's a proven quarter. I mean, he didn't do an insane amount with Georgia, but he's at Miami. He's taken them this far. What's to say he can't perform in a big game, especially with the defense that they have? We know that quarterback play can sometimes not help, even if you have an elite defense like what the Texans had on Sunday against the Patriots.
Yeah,
But
that was
still-
rough, man. That was rough.
And I'm taking
Ricky
Indiana,
Collins,
so
Stroud.
going with that theme. But if Indiana
Yeah, they
wins,
do call C.J. Stroud Ricky now. That's
Right.
Yeah.
Ricky-
He's going to transfer to Crenshaw
CJ
State as well.
CJ Stroud and Ricky Collins, we'd love to have you
right,
on the pod.
we'd love to have anybody on the pod.
We apologize for
Fernando
Junior.
Mendoza too. We'd love to have you. You're a character.
You can
No,
put-
Ricky Collins, listen, all respect to Ricky Collins. He came into a really tough situation, but it's really hard to be that bad.
Mhm. Fernando
Like-
Mendoza, if you're seeing this, you can put it on your LinkedIn. We'll let you-
We'll give you
We'll
a
sign
title
for
on LinkedIn, radio host off the Dome podcast. If you want just another resume booster.
Yeah, just in case you don't think you're going to get drafted.
After you win that MVP of the national championship game.
Or for when you're done, if he's done, listen, has an amazing NFL career, all power to him, and then he pulls a Tom Brady and decides he wants to get in the broadcast booth. This would be a credible background experience.
With respect to him, bro, if he ends up being a broadcaster, I'm muting my TV. I cannot hear, oh, and there he goes down the sideline. Oh, holy frick, he's going to win.
I take that over Brady.
Brendan, who do you have for your MVP?
MVP? I'm going to take Malachi Toney here.
Oh, he's younger than us, man.
He
Malachi
is.
Toney is something special. I saw a graphic of him in 2016 or something crazy just a couple of years ago, and he was literally, he's like a baby.
He was in 4th grade when Carson Beck started his college career or something like
Now
that.
he's in the national championship game, probably going to score a touchdown this game.
All right, Akhil, what about you?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know that much. I don't know enough ball to know this to answer that, but I think Mendoza will take it home.
Yeah,
Mendoza.
He's got to
it's
be
a
the betting
quarterback
favorite, right?
award.
I mean,
It is a quarterback award, 100%.
Sure, he'll give up 1 or 2 interceptions because it's in Miami. So
I also think
that added stadium pulse.
no, but I also think
there's going to be more Indiana fans there.
Yeah, bro.
Indiana, they travel like crazy. It's unbelievable.
This is
they send planes.
Regardless of how, Signetti's 65, he's a good coach. He's not going to be coaching forever. Realistically.
And when he retires, Alabama will have a chance again.
When he retires, they're not going to be back at the level they're at. This is the once-in-a-life opportunity for them.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Mendoza is a once-in-a-life.
They're going to hire
because they had Signetti.
But he's going to make them. He has now made them such an attractive destination, similar to like think about how the Giants, right? With Dable, getting fired this year, showing that there's they have a good rookie quarterback in Jackson Dart, and they have a foundation. Indiana now has that foundation and is an attractive place for not only recruits but also coaches down the line to want to coach football. Yeah. I think they could land a big name in the future, and who knows, it might be like Mike Tomlin. He might get traded from the Steelers. Or Bill Belichick. Yeah,
that won't work out.
But yeah, he's done a great job. Brady's mom is trying to call him. He's done a great job of making that a really attractive destination, and I think that program is going to be elite for maybe not what it is now, but I think it's going to be a good place to play football for the next.
They did it this year with not much talent. Mendoza, probably going into the season, people viewed him as just maybe slightly better than Curtis Rourke. Last year they did the same thing. They nearly got to the playoffs. They were a great team. It shows you that Signetti doesn't need big-time players to win. He's a great game planner. He can do it with no talent. Were we talking about Omar Cooper and Elijah Surratt before the season started? No. Nobody was talking about them. Nobody was talking about Fernando Mendoza. Nobody was talking about any of the guys that they have besides maybe Signetti. And so if he could just continue to do what he's doing, keep building programs where the guys know that they just have to win however they can, they're going to keep winning. They're going to keep doing well. And it might be troublesome for the SEC. You got so many good Big Ten teams now.
And if you look at where the money is, and I think Nick Saban said this recently, if you look at where the money's in the Big Ten, especially for NIL and stuff like that. You're going to get a lot of money thrown at these guys to come play. You're going to see SEC transfers, so maybe some Alabama transfers going up to the Big Ten to play. The money's up north.
Hey, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Your Holy Highness Saban is saying it, so
No. Let's get this right. He said that the only reason that they could get these athletes to go up north is by paying them.
Exactly.
No disrespect to anybody.
Yes, which is what I'm saying. The money for that is up north.
Bro, the Texas oil money has so much, they have much more money than what they have.
Why are we talking about oil?
Texas, you don't know about oil money?
I know about oil money, but I'm talking
Texas. They have all the money.
All right, before we get too far off track.
Let's move on.
Wait.
Oh, you got a little take here, Brandon?
I have a nice Big Ten team that I would really want to see become better.
Rutgers. Preach about Rutgers.
Listen. As someone from Jersey, I can assure you they are the Jets of college football. They're going to be average at most. Forever.
Nah, I heard Rutgers needs a quarterback, bro. If you need one, I'm here, bro. Coach of Rutgers, what's his name, Brandon? Do you know?
No.
Super fan doesn't know the coach.
I'm not a super fan of Rutgers.
If the coach of Rutgers needs to come here on the podcast, discuss some football with us, maybe get a tight end or a defensive lineman, a wide receiver.
The great quarterback.
He needs a tight end. Yes, bro. Tight end, bro. Or quarterback even. Yeah. We're all here. We're all ready to serve.
Yeah, we're ready to go. For the right price, I'll
Crimson, scarlet. What's the real difference here? Brady's already wearing red.
Yeah, coach, put me in. All
right. Well, we're gonna sign off. We hope you all enjoy your championship Monday. It feels so weird to say that. It should be Sunday. But signing off from Off the Dome. When we're back, we'll be talking about college basketball.
We will.
So get hyped. We'll be back. See you, boys. That was Off the Dome. Goodbye. All right.
So we will.